Well, here's a Mitsubishi Colt CZT in for a map. It was actually booked in on Wednesday, so it's been here a couple of days now, but we found some issues and we had to work bloody hard, and in some occasions through the night, to make sure that we got this car where it needs to be today. We fitted 550cc Bosch injectors, so we're getting it mapped up. Stage 2 car, so stage 2 mods. Yes, we had to do a lot of work, so me and Richie, we'll have a chat about that at the end of the video, but let's make some power. Here we go, gents.
Daniel Harris. What's up with you?
I'm tired.
I'm tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long week and it's Friday.
I don't want to talk about it really.
No. Okay, well this one was in on Wednesday. Manifold blow was what the initial mandate was, fixed manifold blow and map. Turned out this car had possibly stage 2 mods anyway, got injectors in it, fuel pump in it, bits and bobs going on. You know, stuff that we don't generally use, like blue injectors and stuff. So we've fitted 550s, we sorted the blows out on the turbo. I will be honest, some mongrel had been in there before, and all of the turbo bolts were nuts and bolts instead of being in there correctly. So badly, in fact, we actually changed the turbo hot side due to the amount of drilling and hackery that had gone on there.
Bendery and warpery.
Yeah, so we sorted all that out, got that back together, got the turbo back on the car. Unfortunately, went to put the turbo oil feed back in the side of the head, and they'd also used the wrong bolt on that when the wrong pitch thread, so it ripped the threads out, so we ended up having to helical that and do that, so it ended up being a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, got the car back together, got the car running.
Good job it was here, really.
Yeah, good job it was here. Got it all sorted and back up and working. Got it back on the dyno. You know, pretty much mapped up. I think it's basically this turbo, maybe a hybrid turbo. of some sort of description, because this car's made like 230 and sort of 230, ain't it? I think.
Yeah, we don't have much information about the turbo.
Don't have much information about the turbo. We were having a slight issue where we were dipping off boost. Well, obviously, once it's once we come on boost, it comes off boost. I think the actuator's possibly a little bit weak, and maybe that's for the customer to get, and at some point we'll fit it and do a bit of a map tweak on it. But I think generally it's done well for what we.
I believe so. We've got to where we wanted to be, and it's safe. So happy days.
Yeah. Well, let's road test it and we'll see what it's like. We'll have a look at the graph.
Yeah, let's go and look at the graph. I noticed. Hello, Helen. I noticed that we're actually I'm normally on that side, and
yeah, we swap sides.
We like to change positions every now and again. Fruitens it up for us.
Okay, so as you can see, drops off tiny bit just after peak torque, and as Richard says, possibly a weak actuator. Now, it's got a hybrid turbo, but the original actuator, maybe the actuator isn't quite keeping up, but it has made quality figures. Now, if you have a look, we've made just shy of 230 brake horsepower and 235 foot-pound of torque. 210 wheel horsepower is about what it came in on brake horsepower, so the customer says. So dramatic improvements there on the nice Bosch injectors, so we know they're going to be safe. But yeah, there you go. That's this one. So as we always say, guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and we'll see you on the next one, won't we, Rich?
We will indeed.
We will indeed. Crossfade the wrong bolt into which bit?
Into the side of the head for your feed.
It's a similar looking bolt though, isn't it?
No.
Ain't it?
It's a banjo bolt. It's nothing near the same. It's got a 10mm head on it. It should have a 17mm head, and it should be 10 by 1.25 thread, and they've rammed a 10 by 1 thread in it.
Oh. Yeah. So that's an Allen key, and it shouldn't be an Allen key.
No, it shouldn't. It should have a special shape to it so that it obviously locks the clamp up. But even that's been out or changed for some reason.
So this is the turbo off.
Yeah. Look, I'm literally like just resting my finger on that, and it's like.
So that's not top. Is it bottom? Is it bottom down?
No, they've put a bolt in. It looks like, and then cut the head off it, and then put a nut on it. What I'm saying is though, it's not tight. If you don't use a lock washer or a lock nut, then it's going to work loose, which is exactly what it is doing, or has done.
It's got the wrong bolts in it, ain't it?
Look, that ain't tight. Look.
Yeah.
That's why it was pouring out down here, because obviously nothing's tight. It probably was tight when it went on, but then obviously vibrations of the engines rattled them loose.
Yeah, but there seems to be a lot of the wrong. I mean, obviously we know that Mitsubishi bolts and nuts and stuff are quite expensive, and if a garage is taking them to bits, they ain't going to have them, are they?
No.
So they're using whatever they can. So I would imagine that's not helped the situation at all.
Before, and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.